gonna start streaming it. Okay, so
Okay.
it looks like we're streaming now. So what we're discussing is how to handle the WhatsApp notifications that are spam in the healthcare group. Benny, do you have any ideas on how to do this?
Hmm. Okay. What if we have a time where we periodically turn it on for to allow everyone to text just for now? That is maybe times we want to make a discussion
Uh-huh.
as yes, as we look at another way, just for the purpose of filtering or controlling the spam for now, we can turn off the settings to allow only admins to post so
Yeah.
that when we have a discussion to make or when we want to talk about something during that time we can open it up to seek for contributions
Yeah, I
because
like I like that idea because otherwise it will just be constantly polluted with spam.
yes, yes,
And then people will
and
either turn notifications off or leave.
yes,
So Benny, do you want to take that action item to clean up those posts that are out there and lock those groups down to admin only, and then we can unlock them as
yes,
the discussion is needed?
yes, I would do that. I think because I had no idea that people had started spamming the groups.
Yeah, Abby just noticed it this morning, so it's no problem. It's just one of those
Okay,
things that I think we should be aware of.
yes, yes, so I think I can clean that up and change the settings to only admins posting.
Yeah, only admins, I guess, for all the groups because they even spammed give basic needs updates.
Wow, I see.
They really unloaded on our group. It was inevitable, but we didn't see that coming. I didn't. I just thought, oh, this will be. It will take a while for that to happen, but maybe it was because of the Facebook post or something along those lines that caused enough people to realize that this could be an outlet for them to spam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had just looked down on my phone and it was like 46 messages, and I thought, oh my gosh, what happened? And why wasn't Kevin saying anything, you
Right.
know? So I was like, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to ask about
Yeah,
that
so that's
spam.
about the WhatsApp stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna message Salam. I'm not sure why he's not here. He
He
didn't.
may not feel still be,
Yeah, I don't
available.
know. He didn't say. So, let me message him
Okay.
Okay.
and see if he can join. If not, we will continue here.
Yeah, because
Obviously.
I do have
Okay.
another meeting to get to at 10:45.
Okay, so go ahead through the agenda, Ab.
Okay.
So we're gonna. I Yeah, go ahead, Ab, if you want.
Yeah, so did you saw the calendar invite and the agenda and all of that, Benny?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how
I
does
did.
that work out for you?
Yeah, I think it's a great one
Okay.
because it allows you to prepare for the
Mhm.
items before the meeting finally starts.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, yeah. So
Excellent.
I think it's great. Just I was thinking that would be a bit of work for you. When I saw that, I said, "Well, then I said this is a bit of work for you compiling this and sharing with us before the meeting."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's good.
luckily we have an excellent CTO, and that department is amazing. And so what Kevin has done is basically by recording these videos and then feeding it to the Gemini AI that are just Gemini, then goes through the video, listens to it, and then kind of produces these agendas. And then I read over it, make sure, it didn't forget anything or add things, and kind of tweak it that way. So it does most of the work. And I appreciate
Yeah.
that's awesome, Mr. CTO.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm
That's
glad
great
that
work.
you I'm glad that you enjoy it. I
Yeah.
mean, it took a little bit to get set up, but I think now at least hopefully we have the gems as they're called that I built. Hopefully are will produce good reproducible results over time. And so the idea is to feed it the last two meetings and create a new agenda for moving the organization forward. And so that's the one of the gems that Abbie has, and then the other one is um, for creating the descriptions in the YouTube videos that are detailed and highlight specific topics that were discussed. So
Okay.
those are the two gems, and I gave you that one, Benny, just to so that you could use it on event videos and see how that works, but also so that
Yeah.
we could use it for the individual video descriptions and allow better detail that way. So hopefully you find that valuable as well.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great, great. And then so we won't be actually asking for your priorities. Instead of being reactive, we're trying to move more to a proactive position where everybody knows what's on the agenda and we'll be able to discuss them going forward, the points going forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. A great post too. I wanted to say, Ben, about the volunteers, the healthcare volunteers. That was a good post. Have you gotten any responses or any questions from that?
No, I haven't gotten any. Just that I've sent people joining the link through that even before it was boosted. Think people started clicking the link to be part of the group. So it's just unfortunate that some are joining not with the intention of sharing ideas or learning, but to post these malicious links there, which we have to find a way of handling at last.
Yeah,
Yet I think it received it was well received when I shared it. Yeah,
Excellent.
so I
great.
monitored the progress even before the post was boosted. I saw some few people joining. So that tells that even before the boost, there are people that go through our posts and interact with them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good point. And I think Benny, once you get it all cleaned up, you maybe want to just put a a note in there like due to unforeseen consequences, we still welcome people to join, but we're going to open the discussion up when we have discussions, when we're ready for discussions to reduce spamming or eliminate spamming and going forward, or some kind of a note maybe in each one of them, just so that people who are there don't get discouraged and leave. Because I did see some people leave.
Yeah, okay, sure. I'll put that out.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Um
So then,
so
what do you have, Abby?
Go
also,
ahead, Ben.
okay. Yes. So also on the post, the media army we created. So I think for now that is serving the purpose well. We are
Okay.
still looking at how we can get more members to join and help. So with the recent post we made, it was also shared there as well, and through that we had some comments also. Yes.
Okay.
Just that I'm noticing that after the other posts have been boosted, we are getting a lot of comments, a lot of negative comments. So I think I spent the whole day trying to reply to some of them. I don't know if you might have
Yeah,
seen some
I
of them on Facebook.
yeah, it's a good thing. Because I'm not doing that. I'm too busy with other things. So I'm kind of turn that all over to you, Benny. So what kind of negative feedback on the post have you been seeing and how have you been addressing them?
Okay, we had one today that, let me just read it out. Someone said, from now on, keep your aid to yourself because most of the support the NGOs give us cause more harm than good. So therefore, this post or article is far is not far from being a fallacy.
Really?
That the post, yes. Another person said, at first, Ghanaians don't need aid. What you are trying to say is false. That's the post on the global aid cuts and how that is affecting health services in Ghana. And just as we discussed, I think 2 weeks or last week, about how these people are. I saw a comment of someone who is not even from Ghana on
Yeah.
Facebook. Yes, when I checked the person's profile, he wasn't even a Ghanaian.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So I tried addressing them to let them understand that what we are trying to say is not on dependence. We are not trying to see which country is dependent or is independent when we talk about this, but we are looking at the gap that has been left as a result of the withdrawal of US aid, and
Hmm.
how even including local stakeholders and governments can come together to fill this void, because our concern is on the number of lives that are going to be affected, and as we are not interested in which country is more dependent and which country's government can do this and do that. So there's
Hmm.
even one I had to tell him that the US aid funding wasn't even something that benefited only Africa. It
Hmm.
benefited a lot of health interventions worldwide. And since it has been withdrawn, definitely there's going to be a hit somewhere which has to be addressed. And that is what we are talking about. People generally feel like, oh, their countries are capable. If this aid is stopped for some time, every country should be able to push resources to do all that the foreign aid was doing for the country. But what they don't realize is the immediate impact, as we are all wishing or hoping that countries step in with interventions to take care of all these things. But what happens before then? So those were some of the comments we had this morning that I spent some time replying. I'm sure some would still come in, so we are prepared to face them and clarify things. Some of them
Yeah.
are mix things up, and then
Yeah.
it's understandable.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's excellent work that you're doing, Benny. And honestly, it's probably if not the, but one of your top priorities is to literally follow those posts with the happy army and keep everyone's eye on the ball, and that this isn't political. This isn't about an individual country. This is about the 14 million people that are going to die by
Yes,
2030. It's not it's about, mothers walking in to get antivirals for HIV and being turned away because they can't afford them. It's about clean water. It's about all of those issues that are not political. They're not country specific. They're not about governments. They are about facts and where we are right now, and that organizations are going to need to step up, or we're going to have a major crisis. Essentially, I mean, it's going to happen. 14 million people are going to die. The question is, how many of those can we prevent?
yes,
And so I think it's critical that that be the message, and that's really important work that you're doing to address those, because as you said, I think it's very true that you're seeing responses from people who are not even Ghanaian, and that's just,
yes,
I mean, just straight up, that's bullshit. And so
yeah,
so, so sorry, but that they're not allowed to comment on that, and it, just like I wouldn't comment on someone else's situation. And so I
I
think
think
that,
your response has been spot on.
yeah.
As far as the latest I was just reading. One is the person says is a lie. The post is deceptive. Some NGOs use aid for themselves. It is the NGOs who are suffering. And your response was, great. So I appreciate that for sure, Benny.
Yeah.
yes. So henceforth, I'll really keep an eye on those comments. The moment they come in, we have something to reply them, so that to clarify things. I've not, if we should leave them hanging, they feel like what they are saying is right, and we don't have any other thing to say, and we are agreeing to whatever they are saying.
Yeah,
So yeah,
exactly. Each of them have to be addressed, and I think that even Benny, what you could do is you could do a screenshot of of the comment and then your response and post that to the army and let them know that this is a clear example of what we need help with.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
oh, okay, yes, yes. Think
Be,
I would
be,
I would do that.
yeah, because telling them to do a positive post is great and really helps move the ball, but they need to realize that they need to also look, the army also needs, the happy army also needs to look for falsehoods and the fact that these people aren't even Ghanaian, and they're making these blatant comments about what's happening politically to a country or to an organization when it's not about that. It's only about humanity. And so sharing that kind of information, I think, with the Happy Army will be beneficial because then they can actually see their role a little bit clearer.
Yeah. Okay.
And thanks for that's really good work because see, this is this is why your job is so important for us, Benny, is that we can't put our message out there without having someone watch it like you are. And
Yeah.
that's it's really critical whether it's a comment on LinkedIn, it's a comment on Instagram, it's a comment on Facebook. Like you said, if we don't address them, the end result is we agree with them. So silence is complicit, right? And so we have to speak back out and say, sorry, but you really don't understand the problem. And just as you've done. So it's really super important, the work that you're doing, Benny, and we appreciate it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
Great. And I
So
think
based on
another,
the agenda too.
oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. I think I spoke with Salam yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Even I think some days ago than yesterday for us to see how the um project 75 it's coming on.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So after I drafted the post for him, I don't know what might have happened, but he said he was to forward that to the media houses too, either today or this weekend, to
Uh-huh.
see if they can get it rolled out. Yes. So since then we have not spoken again.
Okay.
Then yes. So we also spoke about some preparations to do at the office. But the good thing now that I'm always at the office, I can always have that done
Mm-hmm.
to in terms of the area clearing and other things to prepare it for the event.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yes. So for the final post about the event, I'm still working on the flyer. I think I'll send that for us to check it before I finally publish it. So since we made two posts this week already,
Mm-hmm.
that's with the volunteers and the USA post three. I was looking at we posting about the event next week.
Yeah.
I'm sure by then if so it won't be dependent on the media houses whether they have posted by then or not. I think we can have it on our own um social media account so that people would know what we are
Yeah.
preparing for.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Yes.
point, and I'd like to just point it out here that we'd like Salam to go ahead and give a status on the media houses in Discord when he's feeling better. I believe that he's not feeling well. That's why he's maybe not here right now. But regardless, I'd like that to make that note so that we can get that update in Discord for all of us.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was the media and the press release for 75
Yeah.
that we were
Yep.
looking at.
Yeah, so that's really good work. So Benny, I don't mean to interrupt, but as what I did is what we're doing is because the way we're doing notes, and I want you to use the tool this way, the meeting for this as well, is to actually call out action items that we want because it will pick those up and then
Okay.
they'll be in the list of action items, for example. So that's why I specifically called that out for Salam is because if there's something you need me to do, or there's something you need Abbie to do, or there's something that you need to take care of, if you literally verbalize it in this meeting, the artificial intelligence, the Gemini, when it goes through the meeting, will pick those up and make sure they end up in the meeting notes so that we can all keep track of them.
Okay. Okay. Yes,
So
that's
so
noted.
Yeah, so please speak up if you have things that either you need, maybe you need something from Salam, or I need something from Salam, like that, get that update, whatever it is. Just I have to try to explain that to Abbie too, is that we have to verbalize it. So we're not verbalizing it just for to take to repeat ourselves, but just to make sure that it's picked up and that that's an actual action item. Does that make sense, Benny? Sorry, Benny. I think you're cutting out because I checked my network and it looks good.
Yes, I when it cut, I just tried mine. It was from my end.
Okay, no
Yes,
problem. No problem.
yes, yeah. But I got what you were saying.
Okay, great.
Yes,
Great, great.
yes,
Perfect.
yes,
All right. I think, and you're working on a flyer for 75 for the medical event for the Ghana AIDS Commission, correct?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Excellent.
And I wanted to comment, Benny, the images you stepped up your game on Canva. You know, they really look good. I mean, they've got the logo in the corner. They the even the stories, Benny, that you're creating now with the links in them on
Mm.
Instagram, making sure that the Facebook links are valid. All of those things are really important, and we really I want you to know that I recognize your hard work and that effort because it is important and it looks really professional and really good. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
With
And
the Instagram stories, I think your guidance helped. You know, over here we are not so used to Instagram, so when I started, it was difficult being able to configure it to look that professional.
Yeah.
But then the guidance you gave actually helped, and the examples you showed
Uh-huh.
helped. Yeah.
Good, good. I'm glad that that was helpful. What were you going to say, Abby?
yeah, just that I echo everything Kevin had said, and there's no way that we or Elena or, any of us could have been doing what you're doing. So we appreciate you being able to come on board and doing the excellent job that you are and supporting everybody as best as you can. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Of
Hmm.
course. Um,
What else do we have to talk about on the agenda?
I think,
Okay. Though I have something to talk to ask, which I think is not on the agenda,
It's
but
okay.
yes, it's a reminder of the some of the projects 77 and 76. I think
Yeah.
the purchase invoices we've not been able to have that added to the Google link yet.
Okay.
Yes.
and we actually just,
So-
We
we,
we just so you know what we've been. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Abby's gonna celebrate this.
Okay.
so, we, a big part when we let it grow is balancing and doing all the accounting for all of our accounts. And so
Yes.
we finally sat down this week and just stayed still. We were out in the desert, about 4 or 5 days, and we hunkered down and finally got all of our accounts balanced and
Uh,
worked on the purchase invoices. So you should be seeing those soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
All
we
right.
got
That's
all
nice.
of the purchase invoices for the Alaska uh, projects are complete, and we had a major win because, as Abby said, we got all of the books balanced, which we had been struggling with a bit. But even one of the problems that we had was we had a large transfer of cryptocurrency tokens that were sold, and that was polluting a bit of our books. And so, by sitting down and really working through that, we were able to complete those purchase invoices and go through, and everything should be up to date as far as I'm concerned from the CFO standpoint. All the numbers are updated.
Yeah, perfect.
Are you there, Benny?
That. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Were you able to hear that, or did you cut out?
Okay. I heard all that. I was saying something. I don't know if you heard. I said I wrote that down some time ago in my notes. So I
Uh-huh.
came across that, and just as a way of reminder, I said let me bring it up
Yeah,
Yeah.
to so that it wouldn't escape us. Yes.
That's
yeah.
exactly what we need you to do, Benny. Thanks for
Hold
doing that.
hold us accountable too.
Yeah, hold us as accountable as we hold you accountable. And together we do
Uh,
amazing things.
Right.
yeah, sure, sure.
What else did you have, Ben?
I think yeah, that's all I have from here.
Okay. And I don't know if you noticed, I have been in Smiley and I worked on closing out 58 and 59, and I'm going to work on 60 to get those older borehole projects closed out, and then I will look at doing the ones that we did in Alaska.
Yes, I actually saw that. I saw a notification of the task being closed out. Yeah.
Okay, awesome, perfect.
Great.
Yes.
And then I still have on my, just to get it out there, I still have the task, which I think made it on the agenda. If not, it should be there. It's a an action item for myself to actually record the updating of the map on our website with our latest giving events and record that so that hopefully, Benny, you can do that in the future with a solid piece of documentation. My problem is that it will take a pretty concerted effort because I haven't done it in a while. And so
Yeah.
I wanted to get the finances done before because I have a finance report due this weekend and I needed to get that done. And now that that's done, I plan on working on updating the maps and then recording that. Or maybe once Joan leaves, maybe you and I can just have a meeting and work through it together. Um, I don't know if that works for you, and then we can dialogue it, or how do you feel about
Um,
that? Would you rather I just record it, or do you want to have a working meeting and just go through it where I share my screen and you record it or I record it?
um, I think any of them, but when it's recorded, I think I can go through it. If
Okay.
at your convenient time, if you're able to record it,
Yeah.
I can always go through it and for guidance. Yes.
Okay, great. So is what I'll do is I have that as an action item, and I'll go ahead and work on that in the coming weeks to update that. My goal is to get that updated because we really only have, correct me if I'm wrong, one more giving event this year.
Number 75.
Yeah, and
Yes.
after doing all of the accounting, we are over budget for the year, and we have made our compliance just a little sneak peek there, and so we won't have any big push at the end of the year for additional giving events. We're pretty much in good shape, and I'll discuss that more on Sunday. But we just have one more, which is going to take place. I'm sorry, I don't remember the date.
November 22nd.
November 22nd.
Yes.
So it would be nice to do one map update here at the end of the year and include that one, but maybe I'll do it prior to, and then Benny, you can take the video and try it with the last one that
Last
you're
one.
gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Yes,
try
that
that.
that'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay, great, great.
Excellent.
What else do we have?
I think that's it for the three of us, because you updated the volunteer page and added Ghana
Yep, I
on there.
updated the volunteer page. That task I think is complete unless someone has more changes. That was just to add the word Ghana to the WhatsApp button.
Hmm. And the Notebook LM
Yeah,
refresh.
yeah, it's the Notebook LM refresh. So Benny, just to be clear on that, I did learn that when sources are input that are links, for example, into Notebook LM, that they're kind of one-time shots. So
Okay.
I update. So when I put in the giving events link, for example, it indexed all of the page, which contains all of our blog posts, but that was at a point in time. So is what I plan to do, probably like maybe twice a year, one in the beginning, one in the middle of the year, one at the end of the year, is to refresh that link so that Notebook LM has the latest of all of our blog posts and all of our projects updated in it. And then I
Oh,
also added the latest financial numbers. I exported our trial balance from our accounting system and put that as a source. And I'll be doing that at the end of the year. That was needed for some of the compliance numbers. And then finally, I updated the policy, which I think we're still waiting on. There's still an action item for the policies
Hmm.
regarding operations and travel. Uh,
Explaining to the EU.
Expanding to the EU, et cetera, that policy needs to be updated and signed still by the board of directors. So that's an action item. And then, but once those are done, I'll get those. I put those already into Notebook LM. So you should have a solid, updated, pretty updated source. If there's ever something that Notebook LM isn't giving you that you want, like the latest blog post you want to be a part of, some calculation or something, or output in some way, just let me know and I can update those sources.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so that's really
Okay.
good.
Okay.
I think that takes care of it for me.
Yeah, I think the thing that the test kit cost from Salam, I see up here in the agenda, uh, that was something that we wanted Salam to represent in a sales invoice, as he has done for other donations in the past, and he should put the price of the HIV test kits in there, in the sales invoice when he gets a donation from, for example, the Ghana AIDS Commission, or other foundations, so that we can then track the would-be price and count that as a donation, to the upcoming project, that's going medical project that's going to be there in Ghana. So there's that, and then we still are planning on the board visit on the in April, and we're working through that. I believe Salam provided an update to the agenda. Abbie and I haven't had a chance to look at that, but we'll reconcile that. We should take that as an action item to get that agenda published out to uh, the WhatsApp group for the
And the updated budget too.
and the updated budget, right, to the WhatsApp group for the travel, in April. And then it looks like Salam is still working on the Clusi Family Foundation registration, but there's actually, we decided there's nothing that needs to be done in that right now. We instead should be working on getting the bank account set up for Give Basic Needs, so that we can be ready to solicit grants come the first of the year. Then the registration uh, for the Clusi Family Foundation and the re-registration of Give Basic Needs under it will take place in April, when we can uh, provide our biometrics to the government for that registration. And then the medical data entry, that data has been cleaned up. I went ahead and added those all to the project that Salam said that they should be, the ones that were entered incorrectly. And we're waiting for more data on that. It looks like it's been a couple of, maybe a month since data has been entered on that, but that is still a priority because it'll be required for our grant writing as well as our communication outbound regarding our wins for the year. It'll feed into our blog posts. It'll feed into all of that stuff. So the medical data entry is still an action item that needs to be worked as well. Let's see. Is there anything else that I missed on there?
I don't think so.
We'll just ask that, I guess that uh, the combining of these agendas with the action items that have been discussed will end up producing a new agenda going forward. So, yeah.
Excellent. Did you have other things that you needed to discuss, Ben?
No, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Awesome. Well, we'll
Yeah.
let you get to your evening and enjoy your weekend with Joan, and we will chat with you on Sunday.
All right, sure. Enjoy
All
your
right.
weekend too. All
Thank
Thank
you
right.
you.
so much. Thank you.